Of all of the fundamentals of pistol shooting, nothing contributes to better marksmanship more than a proper grip on your pistol. Having a proper grip helps you stabilize your gun, controls recoil, lets you make faster follow-up shots, and makes your gun more reliable. Mastering your grip will make you a much better pistol shooter. To properly control a semi-automatic pistol, it's important to have a firm grip with your strong hand that is high on the grip of the gun. This minimizes muzzle flip by placing the bore axis more in alignment with your arm. If you're low on the grip, then it creates a pivot point for the muzzle to flip up more and less of the recoil is straight back. Get your strong hand as high on the grip as possible, but still out of the way of the slide. Many guns will have a beaver tail to keep the web of your hand out of the way of the slide. The muzzle of the gun should align with your arm. Next, break your support hand forward at about a 45-degree angle. Wrap all of your fingers on the support hand underneath the trigger guard and firmly squeeze them over your strong hand. Both thumbs should be on the same side of the pistol and pointing toward the end of the muzzle. The strong hand thumb should be on top of the support hand. If you have a thumb safety, the strong thumb should rest on top of the safety. One way to help you get this grip quickly is to bring your support hand flat against the front of your strong hand with the gun extended in front of you. The base of the thumb, called the thenar eminence, or the meaty portion of the palm, should come together with its opposite. This will firmly wrap the gun and control the recoil. The next key is to ensure that the wrist is completely locked. You can test this by pushing forward with your strong hand and pulling backward with the same amount of force in your support hand. If the wrist is properly locked, then the gun will not move sideways. If the wrist is not properly locked, then the gun will twist inward. Locking the wrist and pushing forward with the strong hand while pulling back with the support hand will create an isometric action or dynamic tension that will further assist in managing recoil. It will also provide resistance to the gun as it fires, allowing the gun to fully cycle. This is necessary for the gun to move through its required range of motion to reliably extract and feed a new round when fired. If the wrist is not locked, then the gun doesn't have sufficient resistance and may jam. This is the most common cause of malfunctions in a handgun. At the same time that you're pushing forward with the strong hand and pulling back with the support hand, both hands should be squeezing toward one another. Pressing the hands together while creating isometric action will give you a firm and reliable grip with minimal movement. The next key is to have just the right amount of finger on the trigger. While setting your grip, the finger should be outside of the trigger guard and alongside the frame. When your sights are on the target and you've made the decision to fire, just the first part of your fingertip, called the distal phalanx, is all that should be on the trigger. If you're wrapping the distal interphalangeal crease around the trigger, you have too much finger on the trigger. Just the pad of the index finger is perfect. When you have it just right, there's a gap alongside your trigger finger and the frame of the gun. Not only will using the proper grip help you shoot better, it will help you pick a pistol that is a good size for your hand. If you cannot join the thenar eminence of each hand and there's a gap, then the gun is too large for your hand. If they overlap significantly, then the gun is too small. Getting a gun that properly fits in your hand, or if possible adjusting the size of the grip, will also help you shoot better and more comfortably. You should also be able to reach all of the controls like the magazine release and any safeties and the slide lock from your shooting grip. Working on your grip will help you to draw faster, fire multiple shots on target more quickly, and control recoil so you're more comfortable shooting. Work on mastering your grip and watch your performance improve. And as always, make sure that your gun is unloaded and pointed in a safe direction where there are no other people on the other side of the wall who could be injured if the gun should accidentally fire. Practice setting your grip and getting on target until it becomes second nature. Then take your new grip out to the range and see for yourself how it improves your shooting.